This is where you do not have to rigidly schedule your entire day every single hour. You really only need to do morning and night, morning routines and nighttime routines. This is really all you have to do. And honestly, they don't even have to take up that much time because what matters is the regular part of it, the regularity. So let's say you get up in the morning and you spend a half an hour doing your morning routine. And then at night, before you go to bed, you've got, let's just say, another half an hour before bed. That's only an hour out of the whole day. And you don't have to have it be a half an hour. If you're a very busy person, you can do 5 minutes. You can squeeze these things in. There's a lot of quick self-care routines, and I can't remember if I did a video on that, but I know I've written a blog post about it. So I'll either link to the video or the blog post on quick self-care daily routines that only take a minute. And those are things that you can do morning and night, and you can do 5 of them in a row, just do each one for a minute like that. Or if you do have more time, if you don't have kids, if you only work part-time, if you work from home, if you're in control of your schedule and you have more time, you can do as much as you want, honestly. And I know there's a lot of health, um, I don't know what you'd call them, experts that have YouTube channels where they'll go through their entire daily routine, and their daily routine takes hours. Like they've got a 3 or 4 hour morning routine, and that is not possible for most people, I understand. And so, I really like to just give people these tips and information, and then they can take what will work for them and use it in their life. So while I am going to talk about a lot of things you can do, that doesn't mean you have to do all of them. And then the nighttime routine, that one I think is almost more important than morning. Well, in some ways, now that I'm saying that, I'm thinking of ways that maybe the morning is more important. The morning is important because the way you start your day kind of determines how your day is going to go. If you get up grumpy and you're rushing, you're not going to digest your food properly. You're probably going to be agitated and irritated, and that's the kind of day where you might, get fly off the handle at somebody at some little thing that shouldn't have bothered you. So that's why morning routines are important as far as setting the stage for your day. And then nighttime routines, I think the reason why I think they're slightly more important is because at night your body needs to shift down a gear. It needs to be aware that it's nighttime. So there's a lot of things that you can do that will help you shift into that night mode where then you will sleep better. You'll digest your food better. You'll detox everything that came into your body that day better. Everything happens better when you can sleep better. So having a nighttime routine is very crucial for that sort of thing, and that begins at sunset. Now, I know a lot of people don't work daytime, they work at night, and so they can't do that. And I lived that life most of my life. I was a nighttime shift worker, and oh, I wish I could take all that back because it's so unhealthy. And so basically, after sunset, if you are able to, that's when you should start doing all of your nighttime routine things if you can. So, like I said again, these are all things that you can pick and choose what works for you depending on how much time you have. So, at night, I think it's really important to turn off all of your blue lights. So have amber lights on, like Himalayan salt lamps and candles and things like that, and also using blue light blocking apps on whatever screens you're using, not eating any food a couple hours before you go to bed, not doing any strenuous exercise before you go to bed, writing in a journal every night before bed. That's something that I recommend everybody do morning and night if you have time. And that's something that can only take a few minutes. I have a journal that is just 2 pages, where the first page is you're just kind of answering journal prompts of that day. So the best thing that happened, the worst thing that happened, and so on and so forth. And then the second page is a brain dump. And those are two important types of journaling to do at night before bed. So that's one of the things that I include that in with self-care. journaling is self-care at its finest. Like if I had to pick any one thing that anybody would do every day for self-care, it would definitely be journaling. So, um, I will also link to a video or a blog post or maybe both about how to get better sleep, and that includes the nighttime routines that I mentioned because getting better sleep, it really starts in the morning. It really starts with getting that sunlight and getting, active. And then, it's a rhythm. It's the whole thing about rhythm, which I'm going to go into a little bit more in a couple minutes here. But as far as the routines, yeah, I'm going to leave some more information about that because it's all about sleeping. It's all about the rhythm. Like if you do everything right, then everything else will work right. If you want to learn more about the importance of daily routines, watch the full video here and be sure to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.